Before we start, I'd like to acknowledge the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, the traditional owners of the land that we make this podcast, and I extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people that are listening to this episode. Yama. G'day, I'm Raddy Walden, and this is Talking Frank, the Strip Down. Today is all about your sexpectations and looking at the role your headspace plays in getting you off. In this week's main episode, we chatted to Mistress Tokyo, a sex worker, dominatrix and kink educator who has developed her own mindful consent model.
Mindful consent basically offers that you can consent and you are in a state of being fully consensual when those three aspects of your experience, your thoughts, your emotions and your body are within your window of tolerance.
Make sure you go back and listen, but for now, let's get into the main takeaways from this week's ep. Number 1, it can be a mental game. Pleasure is more than just touching the right spot. Your emotions and mood can also play a pretty big part. Positive emotions such as happiness, relaxation, and excitement can help boost sexual pleasure and satisfaction. At the same time, feeling distracted, sad, or stressed can affect your ability to remain present and enjoy experiences. As well as this, your relationship with your current partner and your personal history, both sex-related and not, can play a massive role in how you experience pleasure today. Number 2, pleasure looks different to everybody. And what someone finds pleasurable one day can be completely different the next. So it's important to go at your own pace. Even if you're just trying out a new position or you have a new partner, listen to yourself and what feels good. Everybody's comfort levels are different and they can change in a split second, which is why it's so important to communicate. Communication is such a major part of pleasure. Having open discussions about your turn-offs and turn-ons and your curiosities can help you feel more comfortable during sex and can also ensure that you're establishing boundaries with your new partner, which is essential. The more your partner knows what you like and what you don't like, the more pleasurable it can be for you. And don't forget, consent is always a must, which conveniently leads me to my next point. Number 3, consent, consent, consent. Consent, safety and privacy go hand in hand with pleasure, as all are essential to a satisfying sexual experience. Consent should be an explicit and ongoing conversation, allowing you and your partner to always feel safe and secure. In the main app, Mistress Tokyo took us through her consent model. According to the model, consent should be a decision balanced between your heart, your head, and body sensations. Heart being listening to your emotions, head meaning listening to your thoughts, and body sensations meaning listening to how your body is responding. During a sexual experience, these three aspects should all align. And if they don't, it's a good idea to stop. And if you're still confused, go back and listen to our whole episode dedicated on this very topic. Number 4, your body, your choice. It's sexy when someone knows what they want, and that includes asserting your boundaries around sexual health. Prioritizing your sexual health and letting your partner know that you practice safe sex proves that you respect yourself and your partner. Not only do condoms help in the prevention of STIs and unplanned pregnancies, but they can put you at ease, allowing you to focus on what feels good and not have that niggling health or safety concern. And while I'm at it, I might as well take this opportunity to remind you again to get those sexual health checks. Number 5, take porn with a grain of salt. Now, when it comes to pleasure, namely self-pleasure, many of us turn to porn. If that sounds like you, just remember that porn doesn't always show safe sex practices. Porn and the media can display unrealistic representations of sex, relationships, and pleasure. So when it comes to the real world, just make sure that you're communicating with your partner about what feels good, make sure that you're practicing safe sex, and that you're always actively consenting. And they're the stripped down facts about sexpectations and pleasure. If you want any more information, you can go to frank.org.au, give the Family Planning Australia talkline a call, or even check out the extra information in the show notes below. Speak to you next time.